Hey friends, happy book launch day, happy Monday to everybody who doesn't know what's going on. I'm so excited for, if you haven't seen all the posts, today Shattered went live. You can now order your copy on Amazon in paperback or a Kindle version, and the Audible version is coming soon, later this week likely. I wanted to pop in today and share a couple pieces of the book with you because we've gotten a lot of questions, and I want to give you a sneak peek behind why we wrote the book and why we're trying to get it into your hands, who it's really for, what I'm hoping for you to get out of it. So yeah, super excited. If you have questions as we're going, oh, thank you guys. The congratulations is so appreciated. I've got all the mixed emotions and full transparency. I'm super excited, super nervous, super anxious. I've got just a big ball of emotions today, but I'll be fully transparent. One of the things we do talk about in the book is overcoming these types of feelings and working through it when you kind of want to run the other way. Like, who doesn't want to run the other way sometimes? So what I'm doing today is staying really focused on you and the person this book is going to impact, what you're going to take away from it, what this is going to do for you in your life, and that's going to be the thing that's going to push me through those uncomfortable moments, those moments when I want to run the opposite direction. So I want to encourage you that if something seems really scary or uncomfortable, don't think about how uncomfortable it might be for you, or how people might not like it, or how people might say nasty things, or how people might question your motives. Instead, I want you to think about the people that it's serving and the difference it's making for them, because that's what's keeping me going. So the first little live stream we're going to do right now, I want to share with you the introduction. If you haven't downloaded it, this will be the first time you're hearing it. If not, you can go to jessicarasdall.com/shattered, and that's where you're able to get links to purchase your copy in paperback or in Kindle version. You can watch a video of me speaking on this topic, read about why I wrote the book, but I just want to share with you the introduction and understand why this book is so important, even though it's taken me 11 years to read it. Sound good? Cool? This isn't uncomfortable at all, reading a book on Facebook. So, there I was, in the middle of the self-help section of Barnes & Noble Bookstore. I was on the verge of a breakdown, feeling like I had reached the end of my rope. I touched every book. I ran my fingers across the spines, over the titles, like the one that I needed would magically appear. What to do after losing your child, after losing a parent, overcoming alcohol addiction. It looked and felt as if there were books for everybody, for every journey, for every struggle, except mine. I had been in this same store countless times before, and I had always found what I was looking for, but not this time. In this bookstore, surrounded by thousands of books, yet not a single book to help me. I felt I would never find my answer. There would never be a roadmap for me. If nobody knew what the next step was, if there was no book to tell me what to do next, then maybe there wasn't one. Maybe there wasn't a next step for me. Maybe, just maybe, I had reached the end of my road. How could I possibly come back from this? How could I go on? Did I even deserve to go on? I sat on the floor with my head down, trying to understand. And I thought, this is the end. An employee approached me, a young man. He must have seen me looking at the shelf, picking up every book, searching for something. He asked if he could help me find a book. Without hesitation, I reacted. I said, yeah, when you get the book titled, I Killed My Best Friend and I Don't Know What to Do, I'd like to read it. But until then, there's nothing you can do to help me. I instantly broke down in tears. There it was. I'd hit it. There was the breakdown. After 3 weeks of bottling up all of my emotions, I'd reached my breaking point. I fell to the floor and started crying uncontrollably, and I apologized and kept saying over and over to this boy, I'm so sorry. It's not about you. My mother rushed over again and asked, what's wrong? What just happened? I told her, there's nothing here. There's nothing on that shelf to help me know what to do next. There's nothing there to help me. So calm and so serious, she responded, well, if there isn't anything for you on that shelf, then maybe you should put something on that shelf. She was right. In that moment, I drew a line in the sand, and I decided I was going to make it through this. I was going to take that next step. I was going to draw my own map, chart my own course, and write my own book. No matter what I would face ahead, I was going to make it through, even if only to show somebody else that it was possible. Maybe that's you right now. Maybe you can feel the breakdown coming, or maybe you've already hit it. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you're like that girl in the bookstore, if you feel like your life is an uncharted territory, that there's no roadmap for what you're going through, that nobody understands, and that every time someone tells you everything happens for a reason, or it's going to just be okay, you want to scream. I need you to know that there isn't a roadmap for life's uncharted territories, but you just have to keep going. It's not easy. It's not always going to be one foot in front of the other. This journey is not linear at all. It's not a straight line. You don't just go from point A to point B in order to get to the end. You're going to have to go up, down, back, forth. But we have to keep moving. I'm here with you. I'm here to help you. And I need you to know that you don't have to do this alone. Know that in order to move forward, you may have to leave some people behind on this journey. The ones who said you can't make it. The ones who said you're not good enough. The ones who said you should just throw in the towel. But that's okay. You're on a new journey, and some pieces of the old journey will have to fade away. But know that there will be new people. You'll find your support system along the way. The people who believe in you and the people who want to see you succeed. Your guardian angels. Most importantly, know that I'm right here with you. I'm still in the trenches, and I'm going through this alongside of you. These next pages won't be easy. You might uncover some things that you don't want to talk about, some things you've buried away. It might seem out of order or unconventional, but I just need you to trust the process. Keep going and give yourself permission to do the work. I know it can be easy to just seek forgiveness, forgiving others, forgiving ourselves, forgiving people who have done us wrong, forgiving past experiences. Everyone pushes us to forgive. And I cannot tell you how many times people have asked me, have you forgiven yourself yet? Like that should just be the end goal. Forgiveness doesn't have to be the only answer. Maybe surviving is just enough. So if you're going through this process, just keep going. Make that your end goal. Make your goal to simply never stop moving. Forgiveness happens along the way, but you can't force it. Thank you for trusting me on this journey, and I can't wait to see where your roadmap leads. Oh. So, that's the introduction for the book, and I hope it gives you some context as to why it's taken me so long to write it, and why it's so important to me. Because when I was, sorry, Matilda is adamant about coming up here. When I was searching for something like this, I couldn't find it. So to me, I've been on a mission to put that resource there for others. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, and I'm not equipped to support others on their own journeys. But I am someone who's been there. And I have reverse engineered my own path and hoping to give you the guide and the prompts along the way to do the same. So if you haven't already, please feel free to hop on over to jessicarazdall.com/shattered, grab your copy, or just go search on Amazon Shattered Jessica Rasdall. I will be back later today. Oh God. To share a little bit more with you from the book so you can get a sneak peek. Thanks guys so much for all of your support today. It has been completely overwhelming. Thank you.